All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Makakodash, and double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. Excuse me. Honors to you brothers out there pushing on the four corners to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that changing according to the word, calling on the names Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in time of trouble. We say peace be unto you. Salakia, and may the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. Now, there's been a lot of talk about, Title 42 ending and the so-called migrants that's coming over the border. A lot of people are shooken up and afraid. you know, um, but we understand in the truth, us in the truth, we understand that he can use this situation to create one of his agenda-based situations. He can use this situation to deal on some order ab KO, type stuff. But we can't get too carried away, and worried about these people coming over the border, because the majority of them are Israelites, man. And I'm to the point where I get tired of Esau. I get tired of pitting our people against one another. You know, I get tired of this damn devil. You know, having our people looking at each other sideways, man. Having our people, these people that's escaping, trying to get away from whatever situation that's going on. It must be a dire situation if they would cross a desert to look for a better life. They would cross some waterways, to look for a better life, you know. So even though we know that there's left hand energy at work, but there's right hand energy at work, and we might, even at the camps we might run into some of these people, eventually we might start running into these people, and we can't just treat them like an enemy, you know, especially if they're Israelites. We know there's other people from other races, fuck them. I'm talking about the Israelites, even though, it's hard to trust, people that you don't know, but, we're going to have to work. We're going to have to deal on faith, man. And we can't look at our people fucked up, man, just because they coming over the U.S. border. We can't look at them like, all of these people are villains. Because that's exactly how this devil looks at us, man. That's exactly how we get looked at. And it kind of, I got annoyed, man. And you sisters, man, shalom to you sisters, you sisters that's, trying to live right and trying to do what's right. And, and this is not towards you, but, I do want to say this towards the sisters that's in the truth, man. Stop taking up for these wicked ass women, man. Stop trying to be on their side, if you're doing that, because I know a lot of women do that. That sister code bullshit, If a woman ain't in the truth, she ain't your sister, man. And it's the same thing with us. If a man ain't in the truth, he ain't my fucking brother. Stop, a lot of women take up for women, because they've been taught all their lives to do it, and it's something that they gotta purge out of them, man. You sisters that's in the faith, a lot of y'all get offended when we get on women. And it shouldn't be so, man. And you hold your little secret grudge, and it's cool. But if you're thinking like that, man, the Lord will judge you too, man. These women are wicked as hell. And don't be like that, man. If you're trying to live right, they don't deserve the same treatment as you being a sister that's trying to do right, man. Bottom line. Because early this morning when I woke up, I usually, say my prayers, and then whatever the spirit lead me to do, I might get on my phone and catch up with the brothers' comments and in the chats and stuff, see what's going on in the news. And then, I might check, social media, which I only really check TikTok, but I got on TikTok this morning, and there's 3 back-to-back videos, black women, talking about, yeah, these migrants coming over the border, and they gonna have asylum and all of this, and I'm, and something's got to be done, and it kind of pissed me off, man. It kind of like, 3 back-to-back, black women, here it is, the black women that had five to 10 abortions, talking about his murderers coming over the border. Man, you done killed a gang of babies. Talking about, oh, these people, they're murderers and they're cartel members. There is no bigger oppressor of us brown-skinned men in America than the so-called black woman. You are the biggest oppressor of us and our seed, man. Now, a lot of y'all scared because you talking about all that single, I'm independent bullshit, and now you scared because you see a bunch of people coming into the state, and you wondering, what if somebody come in here? I ain't got no protection. What am I supposed to do? Now people starting to think like, what if somebody come in here? What if there's, and it's starting to turn into some form of bigotry against these people, man. First of all, man, the scriptures say, if at all possible, live peaceable amongst all men, and if it was up to E, he would have you wanting to kill these people coming over the border. He wants you to just open up, If it was his people coming out of Canada trying to escape, they would welcome him. But because it's Jake, because it's, Northern Kingdom, so-called Hispanics, all these people coming over the border, it's a big problem. It's a risk. They're staying at hotels, lying, talking about, yeah, they kicking veterans out of hotels to house these people. Just lying, man, trying to make these people look bad. And all these people want is a better life, man. And don't get it wrong. I'm not saying that, I know he gonna do his thing. He gonna use people. He gonna use people to do wicked shit. He gonna sneak his people amongst them and have them do some foul shit. But you can't look at all these people and say, they all messed up because they so-called migrants. And that's the first thing that he does. He changes the name of human beings to make you look at them like an enemy. Hajis. I remember when we was overseas, insurgents, Hajis, all these nicknames, Op 4, to make you look at people differently, Behind the scene, he's the one that's trying to destroy you. These people ain't trying to destroy you more than he is. We got a bigger enemy here than one that just walked through a desert and waded through water to get here. The enemy is already here. I see 3 back-to-back Jake women, scared. Scared because people coming over the border because it's 10 cities in their neighborhoods now. you know, and, you know, it just kind of pissed me off. It's like, can't nobody, you know, like, I'm sorry, but I'm starting to get to the point where if I see a so-called black woman, you know, if it ain't a sister, you know, and you know, and the majority of you sisters, you know, y'all don't be making videos. Y'all just be chilling. And that's cool, man. You know, but if I see a so-called black woman talk about oppression or talk about anything dealing with oppression or danger, imminent danger, or people coming and they gonna be, you know, like it turns something in me, man. It make me, it annoys me. It annoys. I get annoyed, man, because you know, y'all, some of these people that's coming over the border are a lot of them are better quality than your ass. Yeah, they ain't got shit, but they got better morals. A lot of these people that's coming over the border is better quality than your ass, and you up here talking about, oh, we gotta do something. We gotta stop this from happening. Shut your ass up, man. You know, the so-called black woman, man, is the only woman on the planet that gave up on her man completely. Completely gave up on us, man. You know, they are some of the biggest destroyers of our people, man. And then they want to get up on here, man, you know, and talk about, oh, it's danger. Now, well, your dumb ass should have had a man. You should have humbled the fuck down and got a man to protect you. You know, but now you want to talk all this shit about is people coming over the borders, immigrants, refugees, and all that shit, man. I'm sorry. It kind of pissed me off, man. I wasn't going to do a video, but it was just stuck with me all day. You know, the so-called black woman, you know, now you want to be afraid of, you know, people coming over the border, and they could be better. They could be more decent people than you, man. We need, you know, to have a better quality of people. You know, I'm not saying they are, but I don't know. I don't know if they are, but you know, I mean, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure that it can't get no worse than what's going on here. I'm sure that it can't get no worse. You know, all the things that's going on over here, you know, that's already here. They can't add nothing worse than what's already going on over here. Yeah, crime might spike, might skyrocket, you know, but it's all orchestrated for order out of chaos. That's a part of the agenda, you know. Yeah, I seen them videos, man. It kind of. I'm sorry, bro. If I'm wrong, you know, Salakia, but like to me, it irks me. It irks me to hear the so-called black woman talk about some type of oppression and or something. You know, this is a bad thing that's happening. These people coming over here. You know, it's kind of like I'm annoyed. I get annoyed. I get annoyed by them, man. I get annoyed, man. You know, because you've been one of our biggest enemy from the jump. You second place behind the white man. You know, the majority of you are second place right behind E in oppressing us. But you want to talk about people coming over the border, you know, oh my God, somebody gotta do something. And you one of our biggest fucking oppressors over here. You know, you can't talk shit to me about no type of oppression or problem or something that's making you uncomfortable. You make us uncomfortable. And I'm not talking about the sisters that, like I said earlier, I'm not talking about the sisters in the truth. Because a lot of y'all get offended too. And if you get offended too, man, hey, man, you better fix that shit, man. Stop getting offended for these fucking women, man. Fuck them, man. A lot of these women gotta die to death too, man. Let me protect all the women's spirit, man. That feminist bullshit, man. What about us, man? Fuck them, man. What about us? You know? Let me get this scripture, man. I don't want to keep talking, man. This shit just irked me, man. It felt like you over here talking all this stuff about these people coming over the border and you just the goddamn devil. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 25:13, it says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. It says, and any affliction but the affliction of them that hate me. The so-called black women, they hate us. 90% of the black women on the planet hate us, bro. I mean, Salakia, in America. I don't know about other countries. But 90%, probably more than that, of black women in America, they fucking hate us. They hate us completely. They're our enemies, bro. There's no comfort in them. There is nothing soft in them. It's like dating a fucking jail cell. It's complete and utter oppression dealing with those so-called black women, man. And a lot of these Hispanic women, too. It's complete and total oppression dealing with you American fucking women, man. It says, any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. It says, there is no head above a serpent, And this is talking about women. Hey, there is no head above a serpent. You can't look at these people and say they fucked up and they might be killers and they got asylum and we can't do nothing to them. But you over here fucked up too, man. You a piece of shit mother. You can't cook. You go to work for a job that you signed up and come back, get off the job and talk shit about it. And I made you fucking go. There's no nurturing factor in you. There's no love in your heart. You just a fucking leech, a user. Yeah, and a lot of you ain't loyal to shit. You can't even be loyal to your kids. You're not loyal to shit. What you talking about? People coming over here. No, you here. You a fucking problem. It said, there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than keep house with the wicked woman. I'd rather these people come over the border and be laid out everywhere than deal with a goddamn demon in my house. I'd rather these people be roaming the streets than have Satan laying next to me at night. Verse 17, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. You ever seen these women, how they be looking all angry and shit in traffic, in the bill paying place at their job? I try to avoid them completely. And it's like, man, damn, they are women, but y'all, it's becoming instinctive for me to avoid them completely. And like if I seen like a you know I don't know if I should say this, but it's the truth. If I seen like the cops beating the shit out of a nigga woman, I'm not trying to stop them. If I see a dog attacking you, I'm not gonna fucking help you. If I see one of these so-called immigrants dragging your ass off somewhere, I'm not gonna run to your aid. That's just how bad it is. And I'm not trying to. I don't hate women. I don't hate women. I don't hate the so-called black woman. But the hatred that they have for me forces me to reciprocate. It forces me to take that stance with them. Because, women I don't even know, black women I don't even know that I just have to, buy something from at the store. Like if I'm in the grocery store line or if, anything. If I'm somewhere paying my car note and I got to deal with a black woman, it's unfucking pleasant. But you want to talk that shit about these people coming over the border and it's not right and we got to send somebody. And here it is, you just a complete fucking animal. It's just, man, I'm sorry, man. But it's like, man, I don't like y'all no more. With so-called black women, I just don't fucking like y'all no more. Of course, the sisters in the truth, I'm cool with them because they trying to live right. But it's like, outside of that, man, it's like, I've had so many bad experiences with them. It's just, I don't fucking like you, man. Of course, if you see me out, I'm cool. Like I'm cool with, I got one sister that I'm cool with. That's my homegirl, that I'm cool with, that I might talk to on the phone or text. That we cool. She a cool sister. But that's only one. The rest of y'all, man, I don't, man. It's a fucking problem. It's a serious fucking problem, man. And I just got so fucking irked. I got so irked watching these black women talking about people coming over the border. It's just something stood up in me. Like, you know what? Like, why don't you just shut? Like, you can't talk to me about oppression. No black woman can talk to me about oppression. When you are, the scripture said there's no head over the head of a serpent. And that's talking about women. There is no head over the head of a serpent. You can't say these people coming in are dangerous. You fucking dangerous. And not in the sense that, you pull out a gun and hurt somebody, but in the sense that your fucking attitude is unpleasant. It's a stress to even look in a line and see you working it. It's a stress to walk in the shortest line of Walmart. And then when I get there, I look over and there's a black woman there. It's like, it's really fucking hard to deal with y'all at all, man. It's like, I just get this feeling, I just get this feeling like, I should just walking along. Like I get to, I'll look for a white woman. I'll go in the, it's bad, man. You know, I don't want to feel like that because they my people, but they don't give a fuck about us, man. So now we're forced to feel this way now. Oh, it's bad, man. Oh, that irked the shit out of me this morning. Oh man, I didn't want to say nothing all day, but I was just like, man, you know what? I'm not gonna even fucking sleep until I curse these bitches out, man. Man. I said, look, her husband shall sit among his neighbors when he hear it, that she'll sigh bitterly. When he hear her voice, it ain't no comfort in her voice. These women are just fucking ratchets. It ain't no softness in their voice. It's just complete and utter oppression, hatred, And now a lot of black women making videos. I don't want to be single no more. I don't want to carry everything on my own, but you created that. But anyway, man, that I'm going to give our praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Yakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone. Honestly, brothers out there pushing this word. Shalom.